Hi, my name is Lorraine Camacho, and I am creating this video to talk about kids and energy and psychic experiences. Um, and one of the things I think is I want to start with is that children should be seen, heard, and believed. It's really important for parents to validate and speak to their children about their experiences, especially when it comes to imaginary friends, because rarely there are imaginary friends. Normally, those are energies sent to protect and guide children. So, talk openly to your children about their friends and find out what the communications are, and make sure that they're always coming from a positive place, because there are many energies sent here to protect and guide your kids, but there can be a little mischievous energies that might try to um, reap a little havoc. So it's always important to know what's going on in your children's lives, physically in the on the material plane, and then energetically. So remember to always listen to your kids, and believe and validate their experiences, because it's so important for the people who love the children, love and trust, to be that person to validate their experiences. Another thing that's really important is love empowers the light, fear empowers the darkness. So we always want to empower love and light through love and that energy that we project to our children. The other thing is that as a psychic and doing readers and working with people, one of the things that's truly important in what I do and what this video is being created to do is to share that love and light energy with as many people as possible. And so I think it's important for especially parents to understand that every word I utter, every action and interaction that I have with people, every time I express myself, it always comes from a place of love and light, and it's to empower, protect, and guide humanity in order to create a better world for our children. Everything I do is about our children. And as I help people find their path and bring happiness and joy into their life, and a lot of the time that involves dealing with traumas from the past, as I help people alleviate these negative experiences and bring love, joy, and happiness into their life, they in turn will be able to bring that into this world and create a better world for our children. So every time as I walk through this world, every time I do a reading, every time I interact with people, it's always from a place of goodness and kindness to try to live by example. And so, especially when it comes to children, I'm always validating and reflecting back to them what they are showing me. So when little kids are super excited about a picture that they drew, even though I have no idea what's going on in that picture, I am so excited to look at that picture and explore it with them. We talk about colors, we talk about what they're trying to draw, and I ask them to explain it to me, and they're so excited to do that. Even though I have no idea what these little scribbly lines mean, they are more than happy to explain it to me. So it's so important for us as adults and people who are in these children's lives to validate every moment and reflect back to them what they are showing us from themselves, because kids open their hearts willingly to anybody, and so we want to reflect that openness and trust and vulnerability back to them. So from that point, I just wanted to talk about validating your children, talking to your children, and then actually discussing experiences that they may have. I have seen people post videos that were kind of upsetting about potential energies that are in your home or that you've come across in different places, hotels and so on. And so I just wanted to talk to you really quickly about how to protect your energy and your child's energy. And what I do is I bring in light energy. And so let me just make a parallel between prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation is the same thing. What you do when you pray is you make a request or you set an intention for guidance and help. We do the same thing when we meditate. I was raised Catholic, so I was raised praying the rosary, and then now I meditate. So when I meditate, I set an intention, make a request. And so I bring in that light energy through the top of my head. It's like a pillar of light coming through my head, down through my body, through the bottom of my feet, and down into I was trained to like ground myself in Mother Earth and kind of like see roots going into the earth. But what I do is I bring that light energy through the bottom of my feet, through Mother Earth, and I cycle it back around through me. So it kind of comes through as this, um, it looks kind of like a donut, and it's called a torus. I didn't realize it was a torus until somebody told me. It was something I just visualized, and I found this graphic online. And so it's hard to tell because of all the light, but see how it's cycling around? It comes down, it goes up, and it goes around. And I would be in the middle of this little donut, but the donut is not empty. It's filled with love and light energy. So I bring that love and light energy through me down the bottom of my feet, and I cycle it around. I release any negative energy from me and ask angels, guides, our divine creator or God to clear that energy and and transmute any negative energy into positive energy and bring it back through me. And so I just cycled it around, clearing my energy. And as you see, this is actually also looks like a donut. So I wrap it around me. So it's coming down through me, and I wrap it around me, and I create a barrier for any negative energy. Darkness cannot exist in the light. So as that light comes through me and it surrounds me, it protects me energetically. So if darkness can't exist in the light, you're completely protected. Any kind of negative energy, it could be right here, it could be completely manifested before you and trying to scare you, but it cannot penetrate that light energy. And part of this protection is believing and knowing that that light energy is protecting you. If you don't trust it, then it will fail. So you have to trust and know and believe, just like we believe in God and our divine creator. As we believe in that, we have to believe that light energy is protecting us. And as long as we have that faith and trust, that negative energy cannot permeate that light energy. And you can do the same thing to your children. So you bring that light energy through your child, and you wrap it around it, and you protect them with that energy. And that if there's any negative energy around, it will not be able to permeate that light energy. And as if you're in a space that has negative energy in it, the same way that you bring that light through you can bring that light through the space, and you can kind of flood the room with light energy and push out any type of negative energy that's in that space away from you, because that negative energy cannot permeate that light energy. So it's kind of channeling that light, setting the intention of protection, and empowering love and light to protect your energetic space. And it's that simple, but the key to it is believing and trusting in that light energy. So that's a very simple way to protect yourself and your child. And you don't have to be holding your child. You don't have to be in the same room as your child. You just visualize that through and around your child, and they're protected. You can be in a different state. Now, most people are very uncomfortable with that at first because we're in a world where tangibility is really important. And so it's easier to trust in it if it's really close to you. But as you kind of grow and trust more in this ability and in this energy, you'll feel much more comfortable doing it, like, let's say, if your child is in another state. So this is just like a little bit of information to help empower you to protect your children from any negative energy. The other thing I wanted to make, a friend of mine, Tom, told me, and I thought it was very well said. He said, when it comes to children, one of the most important things that you want to do is you not only want to emulate what you want, who you want your children to be, by living by example and showing them how to treat people with respect and kindness, and showing them and teaching them tolerance by being tolerant. You also want to surround your children with people who emulate who you want them to be, or who they could aspire to be, and show them the possibilities of this world. And so it's really important as your children grow that not only you demonstrate the desirable behaviors you like to see in your children, but also expose them to the people that you would like for them to emulate. And that's so important. I think people kind of tolerate some things maybe they shouldn't, bring their children around things they shouldn't, and it can potentially have negative effects. But it's more important to focus on the positive. It's important to focus on the desired outcome, the desired behaviors you'd like to see, and demonstrate those behaviors teach those behaviors by modeling those behaviors, and also providing good examples or good role models for your children outside the home. So if you have any questions regarding protecting energy or love and light energy, or anything in this video, please comment below, or you can go to my website and I have a contact page. You can send me an email through there. My website is www.healingwithloveandlight.com, all spelled out, healingwithloveandlight.com. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time.